Good morning and welcome in to the new members and to the old members that have found their way back to the community. I need you just as much as you need me. In this morning's update, we've had quite the drop on XRP, on cryptocurrencies, and we're going to look at a very big moment coming up here for XRP as we fell out of the cup and handle support and now going all the way down to around 37 cent area. We bounced back to 41.5, but now a rejection at 42.4 cents could be very detrimental. I still see with the way this is setting up. Let's just say we look at the bounce back so far. We came down here to 38.1 cents on the USD chart. And now the problem is here. If we get a rejection at 42.6 cents, this could be very, very, very bad. The fact we're on the bottom side of the cup and handle, we do not want to get rejected here. Now, the one thing that we did notice yesterday or a couple days ago is that we started what looked like a falling channel. And now it came right down to that support. So, that's something to definitely be taken note of, as we seem to be in this falling channel type consolidation. And these are technically, if they continue in unity, these are bullish reversals when it finishes. So the fact we came all the way down here and tapped this 38 cents is a good sign of recovery. But the question is do we get rejected, and is there going to be any kind of double bottom? Are we just going to push right through here now? These are questions that I can't answer, but we did have a healthy breakdown. I came on last night for a second live at about 11:30 last night. I was just going to do an update to talk about the drop as it was below 40 cents and still dropping. But I decided to do it in a live fashion so that we could get some opinions going back and forth, and that we could have a open and honest discussion about where we think we were going and the possibility of reversing. And now we're coming up to that first reversal point of whether or not this is just a bearish breakdown and it's just a back test for a continued move down, or if we've got some movement that can happen. My biggest issue today, look how low that volume is. Even though we had such a drop down to 37 cents, 38 cent area, the volume is so low. In the 30-minute, that very well could be a bearish candle as well. So that looks like it could be a reversal candle to come back down. So that's not necessarily a good sign. So yeah, we would have to get past the 42.5 cents and not use that as resistance, and then start working our way back up towards that. It's approximately 46.4 cents. So we put ourselves in a world of problems right now as far as it goes with the overzealous sell-off. I know XRP lawyer Bill Morgan, he bought more XRP at 40 cents, and then he said he was going to buy more if it hit 37.1 cents. And the way this looks, I could see it hitting 37.1. I could see it hitting there. Have a little bit of an overzealous return rally or consolidation to the downside if we got rejected here, but it came down to 38, so I mean that's right within his buy zones. And it was a nice area to expand. Or if you were not involved with XRP yet, it was a beautiful time to buy when it was down around 38. When I was on, it was at 39.2. So yeah, it was a very healthy discussion we had. So we'll continue to talk about the XRP analysis. We'll go over Bitcoin as it's below 56K. It got down near 53 yesterday. The low it hit was 53,400. So very close to this line in the sand at 52,600. Now the question is, are we going to get a rejection on the way back up? Because our first area of rejection would be around 56,696. And then if you get rejected there, that could be the end of the rally. We could come back down and create a W. But we were very oversold, so there was some kind of return rally that had to happen. Now the question is does it end here at these first lines of resistance, or is this where we can start to get a little hot and we can start breaking back up? Only time will tell, and we'll get into a deeper discussion, including the news and notes about reading about Bill Morgan and his ideas. So please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube can recommend this update. If you hit that like button, YouTube recommends this and we show up in the YouTube news feed, and it helps out tremendously. The beauty of this is I'll give you about 30 seconds to hit that like button. I'll catch you on the other side. of the intro. Good morning, 8:42 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Friday, July 5th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So let's get through this little bit of reading we have for this morning. There might be a little bit more at the end, but I want to get through this for now. XRP News. Pro XRP lawyer buys the dip, eyes another lower entry point. So XRP News, Pro XRP lawyer increases his bets as price dips below the 40-cent level, while hinting at more accumulation if the price dips further in the near future. XRP News, Ripple's native crypto XRP has taken a sharp dive today, plummeting over 11% and dipping below the 40-cent mark. This decline has triggered concerns across the digital asset sector, already reeling from a broader crypto market crash. However, Pro XRP lawyer Bill Morgan remains optimistic, seizing the downturn as a buying opportunity. His actions and commentary are sparking discussions about XRP's potential future movements and strategies to capitalize on its current volatility. So, Bill Morgan, known for his pro XRP stance, recently shared on the X platform that he has purchased more XRP at just over 40 cents. Amid the current price drop, this move comes as XRP struggles below the 40-cent threshold, a significant decline during a broader market sell-off. However, Morgan remains undeterred, viewing the dip as an opportunity rather than a setback. Besides, he also hinted at a further buying strategy, planning to acquire more XRP if the price reaches 37.5 cents. In a recent X post, Morgan expressed his readiness for a lower entry point, emphasizing a strategic approach to accumulating XRP at favorable prices. This sentiment has resonated with some of his followers, with one user commenting that it's a good move, only to gain from here. It has not much room to go down more. Meanwhile, Morgan's active engagement with the community reflects his confidence in XRP's potential for recovery and growth. However, Morgan's actions come amid his analysis of broader market trends. Besides this, also sparks speculations intensifying Ripple versus SEC battle. It's highlighted the recent market dip and referenced Moon Lambo, a prominent XRP analyst known for his optimistic prediction. I don't really give a rat's ass what he says. Morgan noted even Moon Lambo is having trouble knowing when the bottom is in. I wouldn't even reference him for a bottom. That seems a little asinine. I've never known Moon Lambo for getting anything right, but that's just me. Anyhow, market reactions amid sluggish performance. In the latest XRP news, Morgan's proactive buying strategy has sparked discussions within the cryptocurrency community. While some users support his approach, others urge caution. For instance, one user suggested Morgan to stop obsessing over XRP's price fluctuations, pointing out his frequent posts about the coin's value. That's a little ridiculous. That's what happens to me. People get mad that I talk about the technical analysis every day, but don't you want to know price movement? I think it's actually a smart thing. That's how you stay ahead of movements. However, Morgan responded, I can't help being excited about the buying opportunities, indicating his belief in XRP's long-term prospects despite the current market downturns. Morgan's enthusiasm for XRP contrasts with the broader market sentiment where uncertainty and fear dominate. Meanwhile, his reference to an Elton John metaphor likening XRP's price support to a candle in the wind captures the fragility of the current market situation. But despite this, Morgan's actions underscore a strategy focused on taking advantage of market dips to strengthen his XRP holdings. Although the recent decline has tested investor confidence, figures like Morgan remain optimistic, seeing the current market conditions as a chance to accumulate assets at a lower price. His approach reflects a broader strategy of buying during downturns, a tactic that many investors in volatile markets find appealing. Meanwhile, during writing, XRP price was down nearly more than 11% and traded slightly above the 40-cent mark. The crypto has touched a low of 39.1 cents, even though it was about 38 cents now, in the last 24 hours, with its trading volume soaring 40% to 2.13 billion. That's good to know. The trading volume has soared. Trading volume's up 40%, and it's went up to 2.13 billion. That's nice. That's a good increase in trading volume. Furthermore, XRP open interest, futures open interest, slipped over 18% today, reflecting the waning risk bet appetite of investors. So that was a lot of stuff that I thought that was a lot of good information. So XRP, let's piggyback off of that again. I know we already talked about it once, but XRP sitting at 41.5 cents. The important thing here is we did come down to the multi-year trend line, and we're trying to bounce off of it now. Had we have got rejected here initially, that could have opened up the door for a 35% drop to 26 cents. But as of right now, this trend line is still intact. This pattern formation is still intact. And the important part of this is we know this pattern is getting to the end in December of 2024. Early 25 is the end of this pattern. And this pattern goes all the way back to January of 2018. So the fact we didn't lose this support, and we have come back above, that's big for now. If we ever lose it, it opens up the door to 26. And this is how far back this pattern's gone. So we've been hitting this uptrend since March of 2020, this downtrending resistance since January of 2018. And now we've satisfied so you buy support, sell resistance. Buy support, sell resistance until the pattern breaks. So if this plays true, you buy support around 40.5 cents. You sell resistance around 52.7. Unless we get rejected here, that could stop this in its tracks. So, but we got above this, and now we need to see if XRP can continue this momentum, or if we fall back through and then it puts us back into a predicament here, as we have to see if we can back test 42.4 cents or 42.5 in current terms. And you can see it in more than one way, because even if you look at the USDDP chart, we would have to retest around 42.6 cents. So we're trying to back test here and not remain bearish. If we get rejected here, we're very bearish. And then especially if it comes back through 40 cents, we have a problem. Now we could go back down to a double bottom around 38. But the problem would be if we get rejected on this cup and handle resistance, and then we lose the multi-year formation that goes back to 2018, that would absolutely open the door to 26 cents. So that's something we have to pay attention to. The XRP market cap came all the way down, and we're dealing with this trend at 22.464 billion. We had an overzealous sell-off by about 1 extra billion. And now the pushback up, if we play it true and this can hold, you'd come all the way back up at some point and retest that breakdown at 26.3 billion. Now, if it's bearish, it doesn't have to come all the way back up there, but oftentimes we come back up to the bearish drop point to either get a rejection or prove that the drop gave us enough validity to make a push back up. So that's something to pay attention to with the XRP market cap. When it comes to Bitcoin, we're down 1,800 points. We're down 3.16% to 55,246. We were down about 3,500 points at one time. So again, it's gonna be a factor here. We started breaking up, but just like XRP in the 30-minute, Bitcoin looks a little bearish. If it gets a close under, or if it closes this 30-minute under 55,300, this could be the start of another pushback down. So we've had a nice little run up here, but now we need to see if with Bitcoin, with XRP, and with crypto as a whole, if this rally continues or we just get beaten down. And for Bitcoin, it needs to come up and break 56,656 to push back into the bullish side. Otherwise, it's more likely that we would come back down to 52K, because if we get a rejection here, not only do we get rejected by the resistance at 56,692, that used to be a support, we'd be on the bottom side of this pennant flag, which we came back down within, which is not a good sign for strength. The fact we came inside this pennant flag means we were waning buyers, and it wasn't even able to hold the most critical support structure. And now coming through, we almost came all the way down to that 52,250 area. That's a very critical resistance or support area. You break that, 46, 42 is next. And a rejection here could be devastating if you want the price to just continue to increase today. The XRP Bitcoin pairing had a huge breakdown, and it pulled itself back up. So it came all the way down to the 690 sat level. Now we're back up to the top side, And if we can hold 727, it would just have been a liquidity drop. And then 971 can still be on the table. Well, it's a little bit lower because you come down here now. And instead of it being 971, you've got about 961. But you've had a beautiful liquidity crash. And the inverse head and shoulders is still intact right now. So it made the third wing right here. That's what we were speculating where the third one would be. And now it looks like it made a third tap right here on an inverse head and shoulders. So we'll see. We'll see how this plays out, as there's a lot of reasons to pay very close attention this morning. With XRP, we talked about at the opening that we very well could have started a bearish 30-minute candle. 3 hourly looks okay. The 30-minute, that could be a bearish candle. We'll see. It's only got 6 minutes and 55 seconds left, but that looks a little bearish to me. Being at 41.48 is on the bottom side of this too, so I don't like the way that looks. Unless we get back over and we start making a bullish push here in the next 9 minutes. This could start for a little bit of uncertainty here to start the morning. I expect some more volatility to the downside, at least to retest some of the lower lows that we just hit, especially with it being the trading morning. Most people are going to wake up and start buying because they see the prices. This is usually where you can get one last liquidity drop. And then if it's meant to be bullish, we hold this drop. So I hope some of you took advantage. If you didn't own XRP yet, starting at 38 cents is not a bad spot at all. Sub 40 cents, I always say that that's the true buying opportunity that you should not hold back. And then you buy it down as far as that means. You bought everything under 40 cents. You're getting better than 2 for $1, almost 3 for $1, where we're at now. Getting down to 38 cents, we're only about 5 cents away from 3 for $1. So it's a remarkable surge down. It's a remarkable, just reversal that we've had. The total crypto market cap is right about, where are we at right now? 1.97 or 1.98 trillion. So we broke the 2 trillion level. At the lowest yesterday, the total crypto market cap came down to 1.9 trillion. And honestly, because we came all the way down here, I would anticipate if we do break down, we've still got a little more downside to 1.825. If this doesn't come back up in a on this motion, if we don't get past this downtrending resistance line, because we were in a falling channel before we finally broke down completely. If we get rejected here, I'm just telling everybody, if we get a rejection at 2.029 trillion, look for a further drop that could very well bring us to 1.81 trillion, and that would be confirmed on a push below 1.907. But we very well could have a lower bottom here. This might not be it, because Bitcoin, even if you ask my personal and humble opinion, the fact Bitcoin came all the way down here and it's so close to that 52,646, or even the possibility of having to run through this area again around 48K, it seems very unlikely that Bitcoin is garnering enough tension right now. And I say that based on the volume portfolio. The volume portfolio on the hourly is complete and utter garbage. On the drop down on Bitcoin, we had 7,300 on the big candle and 8,091 Bitcoin sold. On the big push up, we've had 4,800 and 5,000 Bitcoin here in roughly the next two 1-hour candles. That's pathetic. We need more volume. Without volume, we're just going to continue to break down. And in the 30-minute, Bitcoin is making us a little nervous along with XRP. It looks like reversal candles are coming in already. We've barely made any kind of recovery, and it looks like we could have possible reversal candle already. A possible reversal candle, in my opinion, would bring us down to 52,600. That's personally now where I'm looking at. With Bitcoin being here and having such a weak rebound, and by weak rebound, I mean volume, I'm looking at 52,600 area. And with XRP having such a weak rebound, if we can't get above 52.4, and this looks pretty bearish here in the 30-minute, I could see it coming all the way back down and then retesting this 37.8 cents. That's a significant level. To me it is anyhow. Because that's the downtrending resistance line that it could be. Right now it's support. But it could attempt to flip this. As this started here on this falling channel, which can be bullish reversals. They should be bullish reversals if you can find the buyers. Support, 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 support. So you had four times on support. Support a 4th time, and now you're basically going to create some kind of weird wedge here if you can't get above. So if it can't break above here, it gets a little dangerous. I'm going to release this update. So if you're looking to trade XRP or your favorite crypto, now would be the time to get in line on the exchanges. You've got BITUNIX in the video description below and or pinned comments. And it's the lowest spot and leverage trading fees, hand down, in the USA. You don't need a VPN. You don't need to use a KYC. So get this stuff in order now while you have the ability, when the prices are dirt cheap and could be getting even cheaper in the day to come. Because you want to be set up. Don't make the exchanges rich. It costs you $1 or $2 to trade. On $3,000-$4,000, it'll cost you $1 or $2 to make the trade. Not $150 like on Uphold. Not like hundreds of dollars on other exchanges. And then if you want to copy trade me, there's HOTCOIN in the video description below and our pinned comments. That exchange has the XRP Bitcoin pairing. It has IOTA, IOTA-X. So a lot of opportunity there. So in the future, we're going to be talking about more opportunity as well. But XRP right now, let's just say it bounced down, gets rejected here at best case scenario at 424, and then it comes back down. That could be how we create a big W. So I'm trying to see how to create this big W reversal. That could be a way. We might not even come up to 42.4 because the 30-minute looks a little bearish. Bitcoin looks bearish in the 30-minute. Hourly doesn't look as bad, but the short term is suggesting we could come back down. We could fight for these lower lows again or make a fresh low. So I'm very optimistic to see how this goes. I'm very excited to see this, and I don't get put down. Positivity over negativity here. We play the winner, not the victim. That's how we knew these prices could happen. And then if you want to show personal support, you can always join Tom's Army or consider sending one YouTube super chat per month. Make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this update before you leave. And hashtag be better, do better in the comments if you made it until the end. Remember, don't forget to give thanks to your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ on this beautiful Friday morning. And yes, it's already the weekend after today's trading day, which is unbelievable. Gold's up $17 today to $2,673. Silver's up another 1.21% to over $30.74. B2 Gold very well might have a beautiful day today. It opens trading at 9:30 a.m. out of pre-market. And I'm very excited about our precious metals and commodities. I hope you've been taking this journey with me. And I hope you end up taking an even bigger journey here to come, as a lot of prices are coming to those levels of opportunity. And I can't wait to start winning Wednesdays and FOMO Fridays in the very immediate short term. Stay tuned for more details.